novice reef keepers, how are you today? So today I'm doing an aquascape for a good friend of mine. He's got the Aqua Forest Ocean Guard. He's doing a bit of challenge. We're helping build it, we're putting it all together. It's a full Aqua Forest tank, that's why we've gone with the Aqua Forest rock and the stone fix today. Wherever we cannot do Aqua Forest, we've decided to do all reef factory. So we've got the reef factory pump, so you can see that video if you go through my shorts. It's a very quick video today. I just want to mention quickly that the Aqua Forest rock, I have done a little bit of research and have found out that it has a buffing capacity. So it releases things like alkalinity. And your sand normally releases something like calcium. So for this fact, you must use the bio sand by Aqua Forest with it. If you use other branded sands or cheaper sands, they will release calcium and you will have precipitation. Aqua Forest has thought this out with their bio sand and their rock for this not to happen. So if you do choose the Aqua Forest rock, you must use the bio sand. Stick it all together. We're going to be using stone fix, so I'll show you a little bit of how to mix the stone fix up. So we'll jump right in, we'll open up. I'll come and show you a few bits and pieces. This is base rock. So as you can see, the base rock, it does come like sort of with this flattish bottom, which is not ideal. I would have liked some shapes or anything, but this is what we got to work with today. The client's friend has asked for just some arches. So we might find out some pieces here with a slight lean to the back is what they're asking for. So we might have to break some bits up, but what we'll do now is we'll make a template. Alright guys, so what I'll do is I'll show you some photos now of what they are after. It's a pretty simple aquascape. So it is a 60 by 60 cube, so I've got 60 here. And pretty much all I'm doing is I'm measuring the width roughly, and then the height, so same sort of thing. Not to be exact, just to give me an idea. So now I'll properly draw those lines. One sec. So there we have the tank. So that's the space of the tank. The next thing you want to consider is you don't want rock, on the side because you have to clean the glass. Plus swimming space for the fish. So I like to go minimum a hand. Now you see in my tank I've got a lot more than that, which is probably ideal. But in these smaller tanks, with this sort of rock, it's going to be hard to do anything less. So I'd say a hand. So I reckon about this wallet. So now I'll mark another line in a different color, and that will be the maximum length I want the tank and the aquascape to sit in, so then the fish can pass. So let's just do that. It's going to be a bit hard to see because it's in orange, but I got a little box inside the box now. That will roughly tell me I don't want, any more past here. That's probably the limit. Ideally a little bit smaller. That's probably what makes these box nano tanks quite hard to aquascape. So we'll pull out some rocks and I'll play with it for a little bit and then we'll sort of go from there. These big bits, I don't know how they're going to look if I break them up. They become quite big, but I've got not much space here. Some space here. Normally I don't like that much of the rock touching the ground, it's too much contact. Right, and I'm thinking just something little to bring this up a little bit. Or I could Nah, I'm not feeling that. It looks bodgy as. I might have to break this rock up because we do need to go up a lot more. The tank's also 50, so they're 50 high. So an aquascape that's 50 high, I think you'd want at least 25. I can't see, so we're only at barely 20. Oh, it might work. Well, let's keep playing. you. So it's an arch in some form. I did find some trouble with these rocks. They're so big, I tried to break them up. They are quite strong rock. It doesn't really break up into nice bits. So it's very boulderish. We'll see how it glues up, but that's archy, so I would have liked it. Maybe, I think they do say they do a. So this is base, which, you know, it should just be a couple bits on the base, and then you should use you know, arch would have helped me make an arch a bit better, branching. But all they have is this base, which makes it quite hard because it's got. If you see, it's quite flat. So when you stack it, you know, you get these like. I guess they're nice little holes for fish. Yeah. So next part I think we'll do is we'll glue it up. So this is another option, a bit more simple, but with less, don't have that arm going out. So now I've just pulled it apart, so I think the first things to do is to glue what I like to call the lifters, which lift this front scape up, and that lift at the front. So yeah, we do the lifters. So we got stone fixture. It is like cement mixed with some water. So the worst thing people do is, I've seen them do it in the container. It doesn't seem to work well. So I have got a sandwich bag. What I'm going to try to do is put some of that in there, a little bit of water. We'll mix it around, and then I'm going to try to pipe it in. And put those front bits, pipe them in, then put the top on, pipe it in, let it set, and we'll see how we go. So I'll set the camera back up, and we'll see how we go. Start with a rough teaspoon. Put that in the bag. Try a little bit of water. Don't know how much water. We'll try a little drop. Mix. That's just way too much water. I knew I'd stuff it up. Another spoonful of this. That feels a little bit better. What I'm looking for is a thick consistency, at least like a toothpaste, so it doesn't run everywhere. There you go, that's starting to feel right now. Give that a good mix around. Now I'm just going to cut that. Touch points, you can just see what's in there and here. Good dollop there. Good dollop in here. Alright guys, so I just realised that the phone went flat while I was doing the last gluing bit. So pretty much what happened was I just glued the top bit. So I'll just show you. So that's what it is. It's like a simple arch. It's like a teepee, bit of a teepee reef. So that's what the customer really requested. So that's what they get. I think it's quite nice. It's simple and easy. So that's it. So aquascaping in 10 minutes.